boarded a fast airship run by a British company that promised to reach Colombo within 2 hours. Wow, that was fast. It seemed fast to me. The airship was not as fast as advertised, of course, but not to any considerable degree. And they more than made up for it with some excellent tea and scones. And he's on 100. Alright. Let's do this. We spent the night in a charming suite in the Grand Oriental Hotel, opposite the Victoria Arcade. The clattering of the electric trams ran late into the night, mixed with the lowing of the oxen drawing the poorer people's carts along the cotton streets. Let's have a look around Colombo. Welcome to Sri Lanka, everyone. Oh, look. So there's a route back to Madras, and then there's one up to Chittagong, and one to Singapore. Excellent. The harbour at Colombo, the capital city of the British Ceylon, was so busy with trading ships that the water was barely visible, and the sky was crisscrossed with glinting metal chains tethering airships to the dock. A young Sinhalese man in an ill-fitting jacket looks over the scene with an expression of unbridled longing. I felt a rush of fellow feeling. I had seen so many wonders which far eclipsed the scene, but the purity of his joy touched me. I looked up at the bright painted airships suspended in the stippled Ceylonese sky, and saw them through his eyes, a miracle. He turned towards me, perhaps sensing my gaze. "Excuse me, sir," he asked, in the tones of the educated middle class. "Are you an aeronaut?" "I am a valet, monsieur," I said in aggrieved tones. "Can you not tell from my garments?" He reddened in embarrassment and mumbled some apology. "I want to be an I want to join an airship crew, sir. I want to fly." "I quite understand," I told him. "There will be many dangers and risks in the life you seek. You are young and callow, and the world is unkind." He looked at me for a long moment, then nodded. "Thank you for your advice, sir. I will think on it." I left him there and walked back along the harbour, through the thriving city that sprawled out in the shadow of the fort. It was kind of him to say he would consider my words, but knowing the arrogance of youth, I doubt it was the truth. Right. Chittagong or Singapore? It seems like Singapore. Is there any way? Oh yeah, we can go tomorrow. Let's try and go to Singapore, I think. I don't think we need to go to Bangladesh up there. Okay. Let's take a T-clipper. And did I look at the market here? I didn't. Valuable in Singapore. Perfect. Let's take that. Do I have anything else that's valuable in Singapore? That's sure. Seeing as I've got the pack, I'm not taking any more tea set. Okay, let's do this. Alright, let's go. We're going to Singapore. Good. I knew we would get going. We boarded a sleek T-clipper with a bright red envelope and roaring twin engines. "Is your ship fast?" I asked the captain, a lean, dark-eyed Chinese man in the last flush of youth. "I go to join my wife in Singapore," the captain confessed, "so you can be assured I will try and make good time." So saying, he flung the ship up into the air. "Greetings, Captain." "Hello there, my good Passepartout. Tell me about Singapore." "I think it's true that the T-clipper from Colombo connects in Singapore with the boat route to Batavia." "I do not know where Batavia is." Evening jackets. Okay. So Batavia can go to Brisbane? Batavia to Brisbane. Interesting. So tell me about Brisbane. So for Brisbane I can go to Auckland? Oh, okay. So where can I go from... Oh, okay, I can't go to Auckland. So there's a way from Singapore to Batavia, and from Batavia down to Australia. Batavia is here in Indonesia. Okay. I've never heard of it. But sure. Sure! Why not? I found myself standing beside the cheerful young captain. Does your wife also sail the skies? Ha! Hardly. She just opened a Chinese bank in Singapore, though she has holdings all over Southeast Asia. She could buy me and my ship 100 times over, in fact, he added with an easy laugh. And you do not mind? I find that I do not, he said. Don't women usually have to bear similar circumstances, though they have as much pride as we do? I thought much on the Captain Go's attitude and situation. I came to few conclusions that night aboard the airship. That's really nice. I like that idea. It's like you see, this is the sort of thing they include little stories as well. Okay, that doesn't really help too much. There are rumblings of discontent aboard the ship, centered upon the figure of First Mate Renuga, a dark-skinned, towering Sinhalese woman. I inquired subtly into her grudge over lunch. This is our last voyage, she replied darkly, the captain selling the ship and joining his wife's business. But he seems so well suited to be a captain. You certainly thought as much, Renuga replied darkly. He stared at our unappetizing stew as the crew grumbled. Why don't you buy the ship, I suggested. First Mate Renuga's expression turned even blacker. Oh, I tried, but the price is too high, even if we all go in together. How much? I demanded gallantly. £27,000, she replied crisply. That's how profitable selling tea is, it seems, she glared at me. Do you want to help? We may be able to help, I replied, thinking that the purchase of an airship would be no bad thing. Ha! As though you would help us, she replied sourly. A funny idea. We have some funny ideas of our own, she added darkly. She grimaced into her stew. Just wait and see. Oh dear. Oh dear. That sounds like mutiny to me. That does not sound good at all. Are we even going to make it to Singapore? Oh no. The first sign of trouble was when the lights began to flicker. The gas lamp spluttered out just before the secondary engine cut out, leaving the airship in darkness and silence. I groped my way to the bridge to investigate the matter. Raised voices echoed from behind the oak-panelled door, speaking in English. I stopped to listen and gasped at what I heard. Nhinsa, I heard Captain Go's voice say pleadingly. How can you do this? I couldn't hear the reply. And so I pushed the door open a small crack and peered in. First Mate Renuga was holding a pistol to Captain Go's head, while the crew looked on in shamefaced but determined mutiny. There were tears on the First Mate's face as she said, You did this, Captain. You abandoned us first. I kept listening as God protested, but Renuga cut him off. To one of the crew she continued, Go and fetch the passengers. I stepped to one side of the door, hoping to stay hidden in the dark, and succeeded, but of course my master did not, and soon dragged past me onto the bridge. I stayed hidden, hoping to find a good moment to strike, but then the situation changed abruptly. Something seemed to break in Captain Go's expression. He leapt upon his first mate with sudden, startling ferocity, and began to grapple for the pistol. I tried to stop First Mate Renuga. The pistol jerked, and the bullet punched a hole through the outer hull above us. I heard a shrill whistle of air before we were knocked to the floor by the sound of an almighty explosion. I looked down at the two, but both were paralysed with sudden fear. The wind whipped past us. We rolled and tumbled in the air. We were falling uncontrollably. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And then we hit the water and I slipped into glorious, terror-free unconsciousness. Oh, god damn it, what have I done? Have I killed us? Are we dead? We're just in the water. I awoke and I had not drowned, which was more than I expected. My head was upon Monsieur Fogg's lap. The emergency protocols have activated and we've been sealed into the bridge, he informed me, in lieu of a greeting. I catalogued my injuries from a prone position, feeling quite knocked about, but relatively well considering. I had nearly been shot, actually been blown up, and had fallen into the ocean. You cracked your skull, my master declared. This is not the first time you have been awoken. Every time you sit up, I explain matters, and then you swoon or more. Once more. Are you unharmed, monsieur? You have not asked that before, my master smiled. But are you? I am somewhat injured, my master said serenely, and coughed an enormous amount of thick, oozing warm blood onto my chest. I tried to sit up, only for Monsieur Fogg to slump heavily against me. His brown brow felt clammy and fevered. We have a much larger problem than our injuries, Passepartout. His voice was uncharacteristically raspy. I think your injuries still signify, monsieur, I remonstrated. In response, Monsieur Fogg tipped my head up a little. I saw the heavy glass windows of the bridge. Instead of the pale blue sky and clouds, I saw only dark water, pitted by air bubbles rushing away. We are sinking, Monsieur Fogg continued, gaining some of his composure, and Captain Gore informs me we only have a day's worth of air, at most. So we will die here. I saw Monsieur Fogg almost smile in the murky darkness. It seems a distinct possibility. We sat together in the dark for an hour or more without saying another word. I found myself telling Monsieur Fogg of my mother, memories unsealed by fear and bone-chilling cold of the ocean, which promised little mercy. Even my master seemed warm and inviting in comparison. I confess I did not account for this possibility, he said into the dark. All risks can be calculated, I said thoughtfully, and drew in my breath. And then let it go. There was nothing further to be said. The important thing is only to calculate the average risk, my master murmured. The average transcends the particular risks and is constant. It's what some call the law of averages, but its true name is the theory of the central limit. Constancy is the soul of whist, Passepartout. Another long silence, but a softer one. I felt the pain in my head pound at my temples and then recede, like waves on the shore. My master coughed more blood. We all shivered as the last candle blew out. Someone wept, but I did not. And why did you take the wager, monsieur? I asked. I do not think I expected him to answer. I thought I knew, he said faintly, but now I'm not certain. And later, much later, after the hull began to shriek as the air grew thin, I think I heard my master say, perhaps, given our circumstances, you should call me Phileas, before I fell into an uneasy, delirious sleep. He's only got 30. I think I've killed him. You feel somewhat dreadful, you don't say, and it's getting worse. And we're at the bottom of the ocean. Oh my god. A series of dull shudders went through the remains of the airship, and Captain Goss staggered to his feet. It has been an honour serving with you, he said, his voice admirably steady. In him, sir. Will you forgive me? First Mate Renuga stood up, her eyes glittering. Only if you will forgive me in turn, Captain. I sat next to Monsieur Fogg, who had tried and failed to stagger up. He was clutching his ribs and breathing hard. The ship jerked, but instead of cracking open like an oyster shell, it began to rise up in the water. Faster and faster we rose, schools of fish and debris flashing darkly beyond the window. Faster and faster, until we broke the surface, and the sun blinded us with its sweet yellow light, casting shadows away with its brilliance. I think of nothing to say, but am I delirious, monsieur? My hands threw themselves over my eyes to shield the glare. No, my master said coolly, you are rescued, look. I followed his indication and looked up. Indeed, in the sky hung a colossal airship, Thick steel cables were attached to our vessel, and we were slowly winched out of the water. A bulkhead door swung open on that ship, and a woman in a welder's mask and armoured suit stood limned in light. "Hello down there," she called loudly as Captain Go gasped. "Have any of you seen my husband?" She came to rescue us. His wife came to rescue us. You do not feel better, you're lying. Barely feel anything at all at this rate. Oh my god. Madame Gore, the banker, proved to be an excellent rescuer. She retrieved our bags, provided us with vast quantities of stew, and had thought to bring a team of doctors. Captain Gore trailed around behind her, looking, if possible, even more love-struck than before. I looked in on First Mate Renuga, who was recovering nicely in one of the hastily set-up medical bays. "The captain's not going to sell the ship," she told me excitedly, and all I needed to do was try to shoot him. Monsieur Fogg, with bandaged ribs and a pair of impressive black eyes, was on his feet, much against the doctor's orders. "Would you like to go for a walk?" I asked, sensing his restlessness behind the facade. "Pas du tout," he said, and then trailed off most uncharacteristically. "Yes, monsieur?" "Thank you," he said briskly, and opened up his ledger. "Now, leave me in peace till we reach Singapore. From here on," his eyes flashed, "I am going to ensure I consider all of the possibilities. Relations with Fogg have struck me slightly." "Ah, yes, you look something below par. Look how pale you are, sir." "Ah, we're in Singapore!" Oh my god. Oh my god. That was a bit intense. Oh my god. We nearly died.